MMA Central, huh? A new contender on the block.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. Get sneaky. Now, what it now? I hope it came with 3 pieces. I'll dig out like what's next. I'll order food if I got to. Got 2 cheeseburgers. I'm eating good and this is fast food. This cup filled with lemonade. I love the way it tastes. And with idea to sweet too, I'ma cut a slice of that cake. Think I won't slide through that drive-thru on any given day. Man, forget Mickey D's. Man, it's just BK Burger King.
Thank you for the $5. Are you going to address Ariel throwing shots at you on his Connor update? Bisping Beef vid, 35 minutes. What, is this the most recent one that's just come out? Yeah, you're probably talking about another moment where he just said some idiot in his mum's basement. Basically, this is the cycle of Ariel Helwani, chat, okay? No testosterone. Boring. Dull. No one gives a f***. Wins one argument because the person gives him a layup to beat them. His testosterone skyrockets to like 10% of what a man should have. And now he's feeling himself for a few weeks. And then it will calm down again. And then he'll be irrelevant for another month. Which is kind of the Ariel cycle of life. Irrelevant, dull, boring. What did you get up to on the weekend, GC? And all this type of shit. Then he wins an argument, and all of a sudden he becomes super Ariel with like 10%, again, as I said, testosterone that a man should have at his age. And he starts going insane, and he starts sending shots at everyone, feeling himself a bit too much, insults a fighter that he never would in real life, and then he sort of winds back down again. You know what I mean? And realizes, oh, okay, I'm getting a bit too big for my boots. I'll calm down again. This is the cycle of Ariel, dude. We just leave him to it. You know what I mean? He'll have another meltdown in a bit. Oh, I'm the victim of this. And then he'll win an argument against someone. And then he'll be like, I'm the man again. And then he'll be irrelevant and asking New York Rick what you got up to over the weekend. Oh, you went to see that movie? How was it? Would you recommend it for the family? And that's what you have to listen to for a bit until he wins another argument. So here's what it is. Do a vid on Strickland quitting Twitter. Nah, I'm good. You know, block me on Twitter though. Chris Curtis, dude. He replied to me once a while ago saying how great, not how great, or that he agreed with a take of mine and he was like responding to stuff. And he just banned me. Don't know why. Well, blocked me, whatever. No idea why. But it is what it is, I guess. I think Chris Curtis is a little bit though. No offense to him. Yeah, Sergey Pavlovich. Oh my God, dude. He's so... You've seen the picture of Sergey looking yoked as dude. Insane. Literally looking like a new Lesnar. A natty Lesnar. Man's on all the sauce. No, we have to normalize not seeing a yoked white guy and just assuming sauce. We have to also think sometimes that it could be genetics. Was that him with the flying knee as well? Was that who with the flying knee as well? What do you mean? Yeah, you're not built like him. I can get there, though. I can get to that capacity. I'm telling you, I can. I can. Because I'm his size. I'm his height. I ain't got the arm length that he has, but I'm not far off. I got similar shoulder width to him. But I don't know. Maybe I'd have to fucking really graft to get to that level. You know what I mean? You have no motivation, though. I know, true. I need some motivation. You have zero. I need a big tit goth queen to see me as a work in progress and then fix me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll dump her and become an egomaniac and lose all my fans on YouTube and change as a person because I've now lost the weight. You know how it goes, chat. That's the way it goes. The downfall of Colby needs to be studied. Dude, I actually feel like cringe. Have you guys seen like Colby headlines? Where it's like, what's Colby headlines? Oh, Colby seen shadow boxing on a fucking... Have you seen that one, chat? Colby Covington caught shadow boxing. And you know what I thought when I saw it? Who cares? That's the headline. That's what we got from Colby this month. Colby's going out sad, bro. Going out so sad. Shadow boxing in the balcony. On the balcony. Yeah. On the balcony. He fell off hard, yeah. That kick, lol, not... I know, dude. It's just embarrassing shit. But yes or no, chat, the payoff for Colby's existence is yes or no, he would give us good social content, right? If you're going to be the guy that yaps a bunch, you also show up and fight sometimes. Recently, he hasn't been, but sometimes he did. He gave us the gems on social media, and that sort of is the payoff. Like, okay, he's yapping. Okay, he's not that active, and he's not a crazy fun fighter, but he's somewhat fun, and he's making a bunch of fun outside of it. But now, for the past year, it's just been like, who the fuck gives a fuck about anything Covington does? You know what I mean? He posts another ad, on social media. Like, it's tough. But I used to love Colby when he first came up, though, dude. That was a really fun time. Really fun time. Do you remember his walkout for the Lawler fight when it first happened? God damn. He did get robbed in the second Usman fight. He did, yeah. Arguably, the second round could be a 10-8, though, so he arguably got robbed of a draw, but yeah, it is what it is. Colby was talking about Strickland this week.
Strickland admits UFC pay is quote-unquote utter garbage. Thoughts on this?
My thoughts are, Sean changed his life, so he's kind of hypocritical to be saying this. Now he lives in like a really nice, like mansion-style type house. Who is he to say this? He's talk about what he's making now. He's making guaranteed at least $500,000 to $1.5 million in that range.
Yeah.
When I started in the UFC, like it was 6 and 6. I got paid $6,000 to show, $6,000 to win my first UFC fight. If you go 0-2 on your first contract, you don't win any fights. How should you ever deserve to get paid or get healthcare? You did nothing for the company. You added no value, and you made the company no money. So Sean's in the wrong here again, and I don't know why he's so mad about the UFC. They made him a millionaire too. So he got money as a kid by his dad allegedly. So why is he talking bad about the UFC? He's from a broken home. Now he's in a fucking nice home.
Have you ever seen him go off on Strickland? This fucking absolute ignorant bigot talking about women in the kitchen and all this. Like, I know Strickland's like exaggerating with that shit. But, like, Sean went unhinged, and in comparison, Colby became, like, a bit of a Karen against him, like, calling him out for some of the shit he was saying. It was kind of insane. Turned Colby into a Karen, yeah. Yuri does not have to cut weight, and Alex has to cut 20 pounds. Yuri does cut weight. He probably doesn't cut much, but he uses a sauna suit. I know that. Yuri just doesn't, Yuri doesn't use a sauna suit. Yuri just doesn't use a sauna to cut weight. Yuri's not this is the fucking problem. No one's not cutting weight, guys. They're just not cutting the 25 pounds that others aren't. Okay? This is what I hate, dude. Look at Yuri. He's not 205 pounds. Okay? Yuri's a big dude. You know what I mean? Yuri probably walks around at least 215, 220, I bet. And then maybe just does 10-pound cut without the sauna, just in like a sweatsuit, like a boxer would. That's what I think it means. When they say someone's not cutting weight, chat, I bet you they mean they're doing like a boxer's weight cut. You know what I mean? Where they're just in a sweatsuit and just working up some sweat and shit, Almeida does not cut weight. No heavyweights really cut weight, other than like Derek Lewis and Ngannou used to as well. And Volkov now does, because I think he's like 270. What is Volkov's weight now? Because he became Swolkov, remember? Because people forget, man. Volkov was a light heavyweight. He was a 6'7" light heavyweight at one point, which is insane to think about. So he's eventually built himself up. So Volkov last fight, he came in at 263, dude. That is insane. That is insane. 6'7", 263, and he's yoked as well. 80 inches of reach. Yuri was never injured. He was on a silent suspension. Perhaps. But why were they testing him so much during his silent suspension? Other people have maybe had silent suspensions, and then we notice a significant lack of testing being done. Whereas Yuri was like constantly being tested. Constantly. So, and he has a surgery scar. He does. So he literally has a scar on his shoulder from the surgery. So, yeah. I mean, he did have the surgery. You know what I see as, chat? The ones I'm most suspicious of in the UFC of being on PEDs, chat, are the ones the UFC are maybe intentionally not looking for. You know what I mean? Those are the ones I'm suspicious of, chat. You know? If they're not being tested, I'm like, something might be going on. Conor McGregor, wow, all of a sudden you can leave the testing pool? That's crazy. Usman never got tested, is it? Jones barely got tested. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy sometimes when you, like, O'Malley, like, just the only other example of a pulsing Austrian sample, O'Malley, goes away for 2 years, comes back like a fucking freak athlete. when he was a skinny boy before. It was just because he was vegan. Maybe. It's just there's reasons to be suspicious of people. Whereas I don't think there's reason to be suspicious of Yuri. Yuri, in my opinion, has a very obtainable physique, actually. Anyone else? Like, in certain lighting, Yuri does look yoked as fuck. But his chest isn't that big. It's kind of underdeveloped. You know what I mean? He hasn't got crazy ab insertions. It's almost like he can't shift that final bit of body fat on him. Yeah, you know what I mean, he isn't actually built that crazy. Extremely obtainable body for a tall dude. Easily. Just got god tier genetics. Yeah. Like, he's got crazy shoulders, triceps, all that. But the actual, like, torso of him is a very achievable build. Extremely achievable.